What's going on, people? Welcome back to your boy J Quil All Talk Live Coffee Vibes. I got my coffee in hand. Show y'all real quick. When I got a coffee for the lunch truck sitting over here on the right hand side. Show y'all real quick. Got a coffee right here for the lunch truck, right here on the right hand side. So turn it back this way. So we about to go ahead, get around here. You know, I have to pick up this container, empty container. So come in the building, hit the light button. It's gonna be a quick live, probably no more than about 25 minutes. Probably shorter than that. I gotta get around here to the whole. I gotta get around here and pick up an empty container so I can head back up to Portland, New York. But what I want to talk about is yesterday I went to court for child support, right? So I can honestly say yesterday was probably was a good day in child support court. A lot of y'all probably saying, like, some of y'all probably saying, like, how the hell, how you get a good day in child support court? I'm gonna tell you some real talk, right? I left out of child support court yesterday. I honestly had a smile on my face for a long time. You know, it's been a while. I had a smile on my face. I left out the court for child support because when you get to court and you a man, every man know what I'm talking about, right? See, a lot of people don't like to talk about child support because a lot of people, either they frown on it, a lot of people talk about child support. Talking about child support don't make you a deadbeat dad. As long as you taking care of your kids and you take care of your responsibilities and you paying your child support on time, current, you ain't trying to swindle nobody out no money, you ain't trying to quit your job to get a cheaper job, you don't try to quit your job to get paid under the table. Hey, good morning, Hamilton Funk. So child support will work out for you if you do what you need to do. And when you go to court, you sit in front of a judge. And when you sit in front of that judge, you don't have to go with a suit on. Sometimes you might need a lawyer, and then sometimes you don't. It depends on how you speak and how you carry yourself, and you know, and the respect that you give others. So when I went to court yesterday, I walked out of that. So everything that needed to get done yesterday got done. The judge was respectful. The judge was he was a man about his word. He had to do, and at the end of the day, if respect was, you know, it just got to the point where as though I wasn't, like, a child mother would say, I don't keep my kids from you. I don't turn my kids against the father. I don't talk and have conversations with the child in front of the father, but they usually do. Not all, but they usually do. Most of the time they talk to the child like the child don't put their foot in the shoes of the father. So to make a long story short, I was able to get my son every other weekend. Was able to get him starting next week to pick him up and bring him back. It took a minute for that, going through hearing officers, because the hearing officer sucks. They don't do nothing for you. You know, sitting up there, they judging you, they're not letting you speak, because usually when a man go to court and you go to court for child support, they bark on you, man. They really bark on you. They don't want you to answer no questions. They'll tell you it's your time to speak. As soon as you speak, they say, what that got to do with that? What that got to do with that? That ain't got nothing to do with a damn thing. So at the end of the day, you got to be able to hold your own, right? So I'm gonna tell you how it works when you go to court for child support. When you go to court for child support, when you in that waiting room, they got cameras on you. They got cameras on both parents, right? So you in that waiting room and you sitting there, you pacing back and forth, you talking loud on the cell phone, you arguing with the baby mother arguing with you, the husband arguing with the husband arguing with the wife. They watch all of that. So when it's time to bring you and the significant other inside the courtroom in front of the judge, they might have 3 cops, or they might 3 sheriff officers, or they might have 1, depending on your actions in the hallway. I tell people to court for child support, make sure that you is away. If you and the kid's mother don't get along, sit 3 benches away from her, right? Whatever you choose to do, Sit 3 benches away, you sipping on coffee, you sitting there minding your business, you sitting there playing with your phone. If you in child support court, try to sit at least 3 benches away from it. If you and your kid mother don't get along, do not, and your baby father, do not have no eye contact with her in the waiting room, because basically what's going on, good morning, Lady JJ. What's going on in child support is the cameras is watching both of y'all. The judge is sitting in the room and he got both of y'all on the screen. So now when he pull y'all in there, they're pulling 3 cops, they already know how the man gonna act and know how the female's gonna act. They knows all of this already. Right when you walk inside, they sit down and face the judge and you get sworn in. So as a man, and if you got issues, try to go in the courtroom and just mind your business, man. Be quiet, be respectful. And that's not being a sucker, that's not being a dummy, that's not being soft, that's not being weak. Because once you walk in that courtroom, the judge is already judging you from your actions in the hallway. I'm telling you facts. As soon as you walk in there, the judge is saying, well, this how he was acting in the hallway. Let me get 2 more officers in here. Because now we about to go ahead and do what we got to do. So you walk in there, you sit down. Man, what I usually do, I sit down, I sit right up on a mic like I'm about to speak to Congress. I cross my hands. I don't look at the child mother. I look right in the judge's face. Right in the judge's face. That's the person that I need to get a point across. That's the person that I need to talk to. That's the person that got that got the ball in hand, which she gonna allow me to see my child or not. So right after all that was said and done, I was able to walk out of there with a Kool-Aid smile and with rights, 50-50 custodian rights over my son. I was able to walk out there with my custody rights and walk out of there with able to be able to pick my son up every other weekend now. That's all I wanted, man. That's all I really wanted. I ain't got time to be beefing. I ain't got time to be yelling, because, hey, we both made a child together. So I'm not going to get in. I'm not going to drag you. I'm not going to disrespect you. Whatever you got going on in the past, that's your past. Whatever you did in the past, that's your past. It's not my job to go into court and tell the judge everything you used to do. That's some self-snitching right there. So I'm not going to say anything about that. I go to court. I'm respectful. Whatever the judge need to be asked, I ask every question. And plus, I got my own concerns about my own child. Those are my concerns. Now, the child mother have her different concerns and her different opinion. That's is what it is. But as a man, you can't give up on your kids, bro. You can't give. I'm being 100. I'm being 100, man. When it come down to child support, don't give up on your kids, brothers. Don't give up on your kids. And if you're going through anything with the child mother, don't let her pull the wool over your head and keep you from seeing your child or anything. Just keep fighting, man. I'm gonna tell you, when you go to court for child support, keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. And if you want to see your kids, you got to fight for that right, man. Because I'm gonna tell you something. The most of the time, the courts don't give a damn if you see your kids. The courts don't care, especially if the child mother's on welfare. Thank God my child mother not on welfare. But if the child mother on welfare, the state get involved. Once the state get involved, you're pretty much done, man. So you go in there, be respectful. You might need a lawyer. You might not need a lawyer. You know, hey, I go to court looking the way I look. I walked up in there with jeans and a shirt on. I ain't going up in there suited up, because when you go looking like money, they gonna get you for money. I want you to hear that again. When you go looking for money, when you go looking like money, they gonna get you for money. Unless you got a lawyer, then you know you got money spent for a lawyer. It is what it is. But fight for your kids, man. Know your rights, man, when it comes down to child support. And a lot of you guys out there now, if you say you overpay child support and they taking too much money, you can go down to your child support office and get an audit on your child support. You can go get an audit on child support, and it's a statement to show you how much you pay within the last 5 years. You can get that, and you can use that receipt to fight with. Because when I go to court, you ain't got nothing to fight with, man. You're gonna need some type of weapons to go to court with. So if you can get a printout on how much you paid the court system, then you know if you overpaid, if you didn't pay, you would know all of this. So if you got some time, go down to the court building, go to the window, sign the paperwork, and go see your caseworker. Give your caseworker your social security number and give it the document number off the letter, and let her know I want to pull I want to pull an audit to see how much money I done paid out and how much money y'all done took, so you can put 1 and 2 together to see where you short at. So at the end of the day, you would know where you stand when it comes down to your child and child support and pull the money. Because I'm gonna tell you something, right? This is how the game works. Now, down here in Jersey, and I don't know how other states, if she filed for child support in November and you don't go to court until February, they're gonna hit you with the arrears. Now, once they hit you with the arrears, they're gonna tell you, sir, okay, you're in arrears for $4,000. So you be like, man, $4,000, that's crazy. So you're in arrears of $4,000, right? So now, with that $4,000, this is how they're gonna get you. This is how they get you. They're gonna say you in arrears for $4,000, but what we're gonna do, your child support is $150 a week. We're gonna throw $10 on top of that $150. So that $10 is gonna pay off that $5,000 arrears. No, it's not. That $10 is going to consume, it's going to turn into interest. So now, 2 years from now, you were thinking, how the hell am I going to pay off $5,000 with $10? Plus, I'm still paying support. It's going to draw interest. So in 2 years, that $5,000 is going to turn to $10,000. It's going to turn to $15,000. It's going to turn to $20,000. Before you know it, you owe $70,000. Because they told you we're gonna put $25 or $10 to pay off the arrears. That's the thing, bro. So you got to understand and know the rights when you go. So sometimes if you owe $5,000, you may say, man, I ain't giving that B nothing. Giving that B my money. She ain't getting my money. I'm gonna tell you something. If you got $5,000, pay off your arrears. If you have $5,000 to blow on a set of car rims, if you got $5,000 to blow on a jacket, if you got $5,000 to blow on New Year's night, take that $5,000. I'm shooting you game and just pay off your arrears, man. A lot of people don't want to hear this, but I'm telling you, man, child support is a wicked thing. It's wicked, man, and it's one of the biggest scams out there, in my opinion. But if you got $5,000, pay off your arrears, man. Pay your arrears off so that they can't make no interest. Child support is like the bank now. Child support is acting like the bank. So if you have the $5,000, pay off the arrears so they can't draw interest on the money you're paying. Because if the child mother's on welfare, that interest, you still owe the $5,000. So if you accumulated $15,000, the state is keeping that $15,000. So the state gonna pocket the $15,000. You still got to pay the $5,000, and before you know it, you got a bench warrant for your arrest. Now you sitting in jail. Now that child support is accumulating, and the interest still going up. Before you know it, you owing $70,000 for child support, and you got to pay that back to the state you live in. That's 70. And ladies, listen, ladies. If your baby father is up to $70,000 in child support, you ain't getting none of that $70,000. You still gonna get that $5,000 that he owed you, but the interest goes to the state that you live in. Listen to what I'm saying. It goes to the state you live in. So don't act like, oh, my baby daddy, oh, my ex-husband, he owe me $70,000. No, he don't owe you $70,000. That's the interest that came off the $25 or the $10 that he was trying to pay off the $5,000. The state charges interest on this money. Yo, this is Coffee Talk. Make sure you hit the like button when you come in here. But that's what it's all about. So be careful. Be aware of what's going on when you paying money to the state that you live in for child support. Because if you don't, you could be owed $100,000, don't even know why you owing the money. You would think that, well, the judge told me I owe $5,000. I paid off $5,000. But when you go down there, they're going to say, yeah, you paid off the $5,000, but that money you owe turned into interest. Now you owe us 70 grand. I'm telling you how the game works. So when I went yesterday, the judge said, listen, he don't owe no arrears. He don't owe no child support. He been paying child support from day one until today present. So he don't owe anything. He in the clear. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, I already knew that because it come out of my check every week. So I knew I was in the clear. But let somebody else tell you, oh, this is what he was owing. I don't owe anything. I'm just letting you men know, especially you women, because women pay child support too. Y'all not exempt. I'm gonna keep 100 with y'all. Y'all women are not exempt for child support. But I done seen gay women go to court and the women stepped up and became a child father. She wanted to become the child father and she turned around and ended up paying child support herself. Make sure you go pull the records, see how much money you owe for child support. You owe $1,000, pay the arrears. Get out your feelings. I don't want to pay the baby mama $1,000. I don't want to give my baby mother the $5,000. I'm telling you, what they're gonna do is they're gonna put the arrears on your credit. So now you arrears, it's on your credit. You can't even go buy a motorcycle when you got child support on your credit. I'm gonna keep 100 with you. You can't even buy nothing. You can buy a car, but now the interest rate's gonna be high. You can't buy no house when you're on child support. They're not letting it happen. You ain't getting no loan for the bank while you're in arrears on child support. You get, like I said, you're not even, if you're on child support and you in arrears, it's arrears passport. So now you're gonna be dealing with girls. I went for go overseas who want to travel, but if you get on the boat, you can't get off. If you can't even go overseas because you can't get a passport. Ever since 9/11, the Patriots Law, they put child support in the Patriots Act law. Stop getting a passport. So what I'm trying to say is, if you owe child support, go ahead, pull the records, pull the file, see how much you owe, and fight for the right to see your kids, man. That's all I'm saying. If you can get 50-50 custodian rights over your kids, fight for that. Because you deserve that, especially if you're a good dad and you out there doing your thing and you going back and forth with the baby mother, you going back and forth with the side piece that you done had a baby with. And I don't understand that part you needed, but I was having babies, but what I'm trying to say is, try to get rights, custody rights, 50-50 custodial parental rights. Try to get something of your child and fight for your child, man. Don't just let your child get caught up in the court system, because now you're just paying child support to the baby mother, whoever. You're bitter, you're mad, you're angry, you're mad with the world. Try to fight for the rights of your child, man, because these kids wasn't put here by themselves. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. They weren't put here by themselves, so you gotta do what you gotta do, because if not, once your child get caught up in the system, that's it, man. Nowadays, you owing child support. If anything happened, they could just go back to child support, pull your kid and lock the kid up, because they already know what it is. They know who the parents are, man. So that's all I'm saying, man. So just fight for the right to see your kids, man. Don't let your kids fall to the system, man. Don't let them fall with the system of the streets, the system on child support, because once they put you on child support, we already know. You out the house, you ain't there no more, you're going back and forth, you trying to struggle, and it's kind of hard. I know they charge it, the minimum is like $233 a week. They charging men, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Back in the day, child support was the deadbeat act law. Child support wasn't for black people back then. 1971, it wasn't for black people. And he goes as far as back as 1917, the deadbeat dad act law. It's crazy. It's crazy how far it goes back. They just kept revamping it. They just kept changing the title. Now we just turned the child support, and they got everybody on it, man. So respectfully, man, don't let your kids fall to the system, because once they're in the system with child support, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. I understand that we probably get emotional too when it comes down to you working hard and you got to get all of your money, 70% of your money to the state you live in. It's crazy. But hey, sometimes they say it's cheaper to keep it. I don't believe that. I don't agree with that. Oh, it's cheaper to keep her. A lot of people will say that. A lot of people will say it's cheaper to keep her. Nah, that's a lie, man. Because you know why it ain't cheaper to keep her? Because you still with somebody and you miserable. You miserable. I'd rather have a peace of mind than running around here saying it's cheaper to keep it. You miserable. You with somebody you really don't want to be with, and now you got to pay at the same time. And another thing too, a lot of you dudes that's running around here paying child support and sleeping with y'all baby mothers, you paying for that, bro. I think that's crazy right there. Hey, what's going on, Dawn? I think that's crazy for a lot of you guys that's running around here paying child support and you still sleeping with the baby mother, but you still mad because she got you on child support. You're on child support for a reason, but you still laying down with the kid mother. All you're gonna do really is extend the child support, so you have another get her pregnant. Now you're already in the system. It's easy to put you back on it. Now you paying for 2 more kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, because it is what it is, man. It's a lot of ads. Things just need to change, man. The child support is just one thing that will set you back. But like I said, pay your child support. Take care of your kids, man. Take care of your kids. If you can get custodian rights of your kids and be able to get your kids every weekend, man, even if she start beasting, get your kids, I want my money. Take it to court. And I said it, take it to court, man. Take it to court. And get rights, man. Get rights. You have rights over that child too, man. You have rights over your child. So if she is not, you see the child, or vice versa. If the father got the child and he don't want to let the mother see the child for some reason, and you doing what you need to do, hey man, take it back to court. Sometimes you might need to get a modification, man. Take it to court and get it resolved, and try to see if y'all can split the kid in half. It's like that sometimes, but a lot of people don't, child support we don't talk about on the sectors. Don't nobody want to talk about child support every other week. It is what it is, she ain't like it, but hey, I'm still the dad and I still got rights. And I want to be in my son's life, so I still got rights. All right, let me get my butt up in there, man. I just want to come on and talk to y'all about that, man. So like I said, if you confused about what you owe for child support and how much money it took up for child support, go down to your and they give you a printout all the money you done spent, and they tell you if you overpay, because if you overpay you get some of that money back, but it is what it is. But I'm up in the port, I gotta go pick up one of these containers on the right hand side, and this phone is gonna cut off. Because hey, when you in this port, it will cut your phone off. I'm about to get up out of here. Hey, I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Appreciate you coming through. All right, so I get at y'all later. It's your boy J. Quil All, Talk Live Coffee Talk, and I'm out of here. Peace, one love. Enjoy the rest of your day.